You're listening to Heroes in the Moment.
What's up, heroes? I'm Michael.
And I'm Nathan.
And welcome to our weekly recap number 40.
40.
And we're in here with all kinds of great news.
4
I know we've been
decades.
out for a bit, so we got quite a bit of news to bring to you guys.
It should be a pretty stacked list, to be honest.
It should be. And there's some really interesting stuff. First off, huge news, and this is the most massive news we'll be talking about today, and that being the MCU-wise, several movies have been pushed back due to the writing strike, among other things. And actually, one movie in particular was pushed up. So we're going to talk about each of those today. So first off, Deadpool 3 was actually the one that was pushed up. It was originally set for a release date of late 2024, I think November or October 2024. But now it's going to be the next Marvel movie after the Marvels. May 3rd, 2024 is Deadpool 3. So that's pretty interesting. So they must be pretty confident in this one.
Yeah, listen, man. It's interesting, and I know they're confident in who they got, but man, spend some time working on the movie.
Yeah.
To me, that, it makes me worried a little bit,
Well,
you know?
they've been working on this movie since the end of Deadpool 2, though, which was in, 2018?
Yeah.
So they've been working on this movie for a while. They've already had it pretty much written out a long time ago. They just started filming, 2 years ago when they announced Hugh Jackman's return. So I do think, I get why this would be the movie they're pushing up, and plus this movie is going to be a huge box office hit. So I think I could see a lot of potential from this movie.
Yeah.
And like we said, it's going to be the next Spider-Man No Way Home. So, put your resources where your resources are. If you're going to push something up, maybe this is the movie to do it with. And that's what they're thinking.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need a banger in there. My only fear is, this is going to be, one of, the really last great Marvel movies for a while. Obviously, besides, Kang and all that stuff coming up. But, they're throwing in everybody. And like we saw with No Way Home, it worked there. Right. I know it worked here, too. But, I mean, you can't always stick to that.
Right.
But, like you said, if they've been working on it that long, go ahead.
Bring it on, Sean Levy. We like you. All right, next up is Captain America. Actually, I don't remember if we talked about this, but it did get a name change back a couple of weeks ago from Captain America New World Order to Captain America Brave New World.
Next thing you know, it's going to be a whole new world. It's so dumb, man.
Well, I understand
it's an L
why.
name change.
Well, that's my thing too. That's why I thought I liked Captain America New World Order better than Brave New World. But the reason they changed it is because Brave New World is a comic series of Captain America. So that's the whole reason of changing it to Brave New World, which is curious. I don't know why they would change it. Yeah, switch word.
Why would they wait so long? Did they just now discover the comic? And they're like, by the way, this would be cool.
I don't know. You know, a lot of people were theorizing originally that the Captain America name choice would go to World War Hulk, but now that other news has been developed, and we'll talk about here in a few minutes, that's going to be different. So we'll have to wait and see. But Captain America: Brave New World, I'm not a huge fan of the title, but I get it. It's from the comics. That's why they're doing it.
But it just makes it seem like they didn't plan very hard, far ahead. If they knew about this comic the whole time and they base off this comic, why would they not name it after the comic at the beginning?
Originally, right? And that's the thing. I know names have changed throughout the history of Marvel movies. I mean, Captain America 3, Captain America Civil War was originally titled Captain America Serpent Society. So, I mean, that's happened several other times as well. So, maybe it just was the effect of the comic. Maybe it just didn't work with the script that they had, the title, or whatever it may be. But Brave New World is the new title. And it has been pushed back just a month from July, which is stupid because marketing-wise, July would have been great because it's Captain America. I mean, July, America, it would have been great marketing. But they pushed it back to August 26, 2024. And I don't see this release date sticking for the sole reason that there is not in my time that I can remember has a Marvel movie come out in August, and August is usually the worst month for the box office.
Really?
So
I thought the worst time would be January, February.
February's usually do really well. January is bad time.
Yeah, because you have your Valentine's.
Yeah, January's pretty bad, and then August doesn't do typically as well either. So I think they should have kept July.
Summer,
right. I mean, it was just a month pushback, so that's my.
Honestly, man, if I were them, I would pretty much stop giving specific details. If the movie is a year or two in advance, I would stop giving out release dates because you only disappoint fans when you have to push it back.
I think the reason of that being is the competition between other studios. They have to have the release date.
They're like, oh crap, this banger movie's coming out here and it's going to get overshadowed, which we see all the time.
Exactly. So that's the purpose of release dates for them in the marketing ploy is just to put it out there. That way, if another movie's coming out, they don't have to choose that release date. That's the same reason why, Shazam's original release date was with Avatar 2, and Shazam didn't do well in the box office anyway, but it would have got stomped if it came out at the same time as Avatar 2. So, I mean, well, so they have to keep those release dates, unfortunately, even though it would be better for them just to be like, hey, this movie's coming out soon. Yeah. Just we're not known yet, but we'll see. Next movie that got pushed back was Thunderbolts, which got pushed, and this one's okay. It got pushed back to December 20th of 2024.
Just keep on pushing it back. Work on this movie, please.
Yes, work on it. Make sure it's a good movie because I don't want another Suicide Squad.
From it so far.
I don't want another Ayer Suicide Squad. I really don't. So
I still feel bad. He got screwed in that deal.
He did. But I don't want another one of those areas. So hopefully they can, get their act together. They have a good cast. They just got to push it out.
They need good writings. They need good director.
They need to do the best.
I don't know about all that.
And then also, originally coming out in December of 2024 was going to be Avatar 3, but we'll go ahead and mention it. Avatar 3 got pushed back as well to December 2025, which honestly I could tell, even though they've already filmed this movie, the visual effects take a long time and they're very great with them. Yeah. So they're going to take their time, obviously, which is necessary.
What's that thing I saw about like there being like a 9-hour version on Disney+?
Yes. Well, originally he did have a 9-hour cut of Avatar 3 is what he said, but he's cutting it down.
Dude, James Cameron has to be like the most, I don't know, either confident or cocky dude out there making movies.
He's a legend, man.
They're so good. You're going to go watch them. Yep. And even if they're like a freaking half a day, you'll go see them.
Yep, that's true. And he's not wrong because people will come out.
Yeah, man.
So
they turn out for the blue people.
That's very true. The blue people get the money. That's true. All right, next up is Blade, which this movie, take your time too.
I know. This one seemed, I've only heard bad things about this one too.
And Blade is scheduled to come out Valentine's Day of 2025.
Valentine's Day?
Yeah, how is that? That's weird. October is such a perfect release date for Blade. I'm like, I understand pushing it back. Push it back to like October 2025, man. Don't push it to February. I don't want to watch Blade on Valentine's Day.
And if you screw it up, Mahershala Ali, I don't know what his contract is, but he'll probably see the success in the movie, and now he got screwed over and just dip.
That's true.
Honestly, if it's that bad and he doesn't enjoy the experience, which I've already heard that he hasn't so far.
So I don't know. I mean, this movie was supposed to come out like this year, I think, originally. So it's ridiculous how this movie has turned. And we all want to see it. I mean, I want to see Blade. So
Valentine's Day, he's like sucking some girls like blood out. He's like, "Baby, I love you."
That's the story they're going for.
I'm like, dude, what is this like rom-com going on with this half vampire?
Who knows with modern day Marvel?
They would.
They could.
They would.
All right, next up is Fantastic Four has been pushed to May 2nd, 2025. Again, I still wish this was coming out in 2024 because the marketing on that would have been crazy good. But Fantastic Four, May 2nd, no big deal.
Still waiting on those castings.
Yeah, still waiting on those castings, and I'm sure they'll be coming this summer at Comic-Con. Next up is Avengers Kang Dynasty, moved to May 1st, 2026. Good, fine. Yeah. They're taking their time on this, great. And then Secret Wars also moved to May 7th, 2027, a whole year later instead of just part of a year, which is fantastic too.
That's big.
And it's also rumored that Secret Wars is going to be split into 2 parts. So Kang Dynasty and then Secret Wars and then Secret Wars Part 2. So
okay, I like that. Like you said, there's too much to put inside one movie.
So much.
Give it like 2-3 hour movies, to be honest.
I completely agree. All right, next up is that's all the release dates that have been moved, but now we got some new news acquired by Marvel, and that Marvel has officially regained the rights to Hulk and Namor from Universal Studios. That is a huge W.
And like that just plays into like I wish they would change the name now that they have the rights, the cinematic rights to Hulk. Why not make the name of the Captain America movie World War Hulk?
No, forget that, man. Give him his own movie, man. Give me World War Hulk the movie.
Before King Dynasty comes out. That way he's like raging.
Yes, I mean, that's already been rumored several times that it may be the movie that comes out before or between King Dynasty and Secret Wars. Give me that. Let me see Bruce Banner go full on Hulk, man. We haven't really got that many times in the MCU besides the first Avengers and Age of Ultron and maybe a little bit in Ragnarok, but even then I didn't like him in that.
Yeah.
So give me full on World War Hulk. That would be incredible. We all want it. We all need it.
I'm trying to imagine what that would look like.
Give me Wolverine in it.
Like, that'd be cool.
It'd be sick, man. I would love it.
Yeah. I'm just kind of disappointed, honestly, that Universal never really made an attempt to do something like that.
Yeah.
Because honestly,
they made the attempt with the Incredible Hulk.
I feel like a Universal film about like that would go crazy, man.
Right, but the only thing is because of the how bad the Incredible Hulk did.
Yeah, they were kind of scared.
They were
because
it's hard to do Hulk as like a main center character, even though he is as big. I mean, he's a huge character.
Yeah.
So
it's just expensive. It's a lot of CGI.
Just
him destroying stuff.
But he looks really good in the Incredible Hulk, the 2008 version.
He looked the best.
Yes, even though that's the worst movie,
yeah,
he still was really good in it. So we'll see how it goes. All right, next up, also, Namor was also Pink's potential for future movies with that.
Okay.
Next, Marvel needs to come for Spider-Man. I would appreciate that.
Yeah, they're never getting it from Sony.
No, they're never getting him away.
That's like one of the most valuable assets.
Yes, for sure. But I wish they would. All right, next up also is Namor actor. What is his name?
Like Tenuk, like Huerta, something like that.
Something like that. There has been some new sexual allegations against him. Again, still innocent till proven guilty. Yeah. But this is unfortunate as well because I really like him in this role.
These girls coming out of like the woods like crazy, and like you said, most times they're pretty bogus and stuff. So we'll see. You know, the justice system will prevail, but hopefully, I hope he did nothing wrong.
Me too, because I mean, he was a great actor. He did an incredible job in Wakanda Forever, and I'm excited to see him again. And like, I know he's supposed to be in Kang Dynasty Secret Wars, so I really hope that he gets proven innocent as well. So we'll see. All right, next up, we're going to move on to DC news. Some really cool DC news today. The biggest one for DC today we're going to talk about is Andy Muschietti, the director coming off The Flash, will be directing officially the Brave and the Bold movie for the James Gunn's DCEU. What do we think?
All right, so I have, Michael, I have two like conflicting thoughts here. So watching The Flash, right, it's... As we've already talked about, it's a very comedic movie, right?
Yes.
A lot of humor, a lot of cheese in
and
this.
Batman is not that.
Well, yeah, exactly. And Batman's not that. So do we chalk it up to just him? Is that what he puts in all of his movies? Or is that just like a Barry Allen thing? But then if you look at The Flash, the best parts about the movie were the Batman scenes, the beginning Batfleck scene, the later Michael Keaton scenes. He did the character
really
of Batman
well with Batman.
Well, so I'm kind of conflicted.
Yeah, I agree. I like that perspective, Nathan. I mean, yes, he did a really incredible job with the Batman characters in the Flash movie, but it was also very comedic, and also I think it was It movies that are very comedic too for what they are.
Yeah, they are.
So I mean, you know, we just have to give him a chance. You know, he's officially directing it. I think he's writing it too. I'm not positive, but I think he might be doing that as well. So maybe if he just takes all the Batman parts from the Flash, puts in the Brave and the Bold.
I say go ahead. I feel like he deserves a chance.
Oh, absolutely.
At least with what he did.
Absolutely. So I mean, give the
know.
comedy parts to Robin if you want to.
Exactly, because that's kind of what he did there. He kind of played off the characters, especially with Affleck and then Miller.
We'll see with that. All right, next up is in Superman Legacy, we have a confirmed character that James Gunn said will be in Superman Legacy. This one kind of gets me excited, and that being Crypto the Superdog will be in Superman Legacy. Okay. That's cool, man. Okay. I'm hyped.
Is that Dwayne Johnson?
I doubt it, but I mean, who knows?
He's ready to take over the DC again.
The new hierarchy of the DC.
Hierarchy.
We love you, Rock.
The Queen never got to see this masterpiece.
It's so unfortunate. Terrible. My heart goes out to the family and the Queen. The Queen of England is passing, but it's so sad that she didn't get to see the new hierarchy of power of Black Adam coming in October. Oh my goodness!
Oh, dude, listen, man. Looking back at everything, it just seems like Dwayne Johnson kind of screwed up everything because he had so many demands. He pushed out a lot of people, and then his movie flopped. Then he blamed it on like everybody else, and now he's crawling back to the Fast and Furious.
He wanted
franchise.
Superman so bad, and then he should have just gone for Shazam.
Yeah,
so
he's like, "Nah, I can't do Shazam. I'm too good.
I'm too great." Yeah, I know.
And then the movie flopped.
Poor Dwayne Johnson. We love you still. We still love you, but still, no. All right. Next up is a new DC animated film is in development as well, being a Beast Boy Lone Wolf movie. What do we think? Is this going to be like with the Teen Titans universe, or how is this going to work?
To be honest, I don't even know.
Yeah,
I'm not a huge Beast Boy lover, to be honest. I don't understand. Like, their animated movies are really good, but usually they tend to focus on, like bigger characters. I mean, probably like the least known character that they do is maybe a Constantine. Or, something like that.
Right.
I don't know.
But Beast Boy getting his own movie, and I'm just like getting another Teen Titans movie. Or
we're also getting like a war of like the
Justice League
war or something like that.
Yeah,
anyway, that looks cool too. Yeah. But listen, man, I love I love your animation.
Yeah, they do really well with animation.
I've been watching the Long Halloweens. I'm on part 2. Dude, they're
Fire.
so good.
Yeah,
man.
they're good stuff.
They're some of my favorites.
Yeah, I agree. All right, next up is some 2 casting rumors for the Batman Part 2, being Joel Egerton and Josh Hartnett. Hartnett to may play Harvey Dent in the Batman Part 2.
They both look the part.
I like it. So far, I'm liking what I'm hearing about the Batman Part 2.
I know.
I mean, we're having Harvey Dent, but he's going to just be Harvey Dent. He's going to be the lawyer in this movie. And then we got Clayface being involved in a certain aspect as well. The Batman, maybe Mr. Freeze. It sounds pretty cool. I mean, it's going to be the same thing they're doing Batman Part 1, but just really expanding it even more. I really hope they go for it. He better have Dick Grayson in this movie. Please.
Yeah, there's no way he doesn't include the Bat family.
Gotta have
I'd probably assume there'd be a big time jump too, because I think we'll see a more mature.
I think we'll just skip a year.
You think just a year?
I think he acquires Dick Grayson in Batman year 3. Okay. So I think they're just going to skip a year. And even then, a year for Batman is a pretty good amount of time. Yeah. So, and also, Barry Keoghan's Joker is also set to appear again in the Batman Part 2, but not as a villain. He's
not as a villain. Yeah, they're saving him.
So,
and to be honest, they're doing that right. One of my biggest gripes, to be honest, with how they do Harvey Dent's character, I feel like they always rush it. Like they put him in the movie, in that same movie, like he turns bad,
Clayface.
And we never really get to see him as prime, like the DA.
I think
of
that's
Gotham.
what they're doing, Kieran. You know, and I love that. Like, make him just DA in this movie. Make him, if you want to make him Two-Face in Batman Part 3 or 4, you know, however you want to do it. But keep him Harvey Dent in the Batman Part 2.
Dude, I love this Matt Reeves world.
Dude, I love it. It's so great. So cool. It's so good.
It's cool.
All right, next up, we are going to go over to one of our favorite segments, the Batman Matt Reeves helmet.
Okay.
Where we'll pick our names and debate who will win in a fight.
Okay. So I'm ready. I brought my debating cap.
Awesome. All right, let me draw a name here.
Black Adam beats everybody.
I know, that's for sure facts.
The new hierarchy.
Too bad Queen Elizabeth did not see it. All right. Let's see.
That's so dumb. I've never seen a tweet that dumb.
Let's see what I've got. Okay. I have Robin Tim Drake.
Oh, my goodness. Well, brother, I think this is a done deal.
Man, all the Robins getting killed.
I got Vision.
Oh, shoot. All right.
Bro has no chance.
There's no chance. Sorry, Robin Tim. I mean, you're smart, you're cool, you're funny, but you got no chance.
I mean, if it was Batman and he was trying to remove the stone secretly, I don't know. He might have a puncher's chance, but poor Robin. Robin just stays getting collapsed.
He absolutely stays. I mean, poor guy. The only one's made it through, I think, is Red Hood. So, lucky you.
But Red Hood, man, he doesn't have, a line. He'll kill everybody.
Oh, okay.
All right, go ahead. I'll go ahead. I got Daredevil.
Ooh, okay. I have Namor.
Ooh, that'd be a good fight.
This is an interesting one.
Depends on what kind of version.
It does depend on what kind of version as well. Daredevil is very skilled. He's very, very wise and smart, and he's very good at combat and things of that nature. But Namor is just straight up powerful too, though. Yeah. Like he's got super strength. He can fly. Has water on his side.
Yeah.
He got that big old staff thing made of vibranium. I mean,
it's really like Daredevil put up a fight, but it's like, what really can he do to stop her?
The thing about Namor, though, even if he's not near water, yes, he's a stage of disadvantage, but he can still got that super strength and fly, unlike Aquaman. Yeah. So I think Namor takes this.
Unfortunately, and as much as I love you, Daredevil, your super senses and elite combat skills will not prevail against this man.
All right, next up, let's see who we have here. Last round. Okay, all right, I've got one. All right, you go for it.
Let's see what we got here. I got one.
Got it one?
I got one.
All right.
Go ahead.
I've got, let me flip it around. Magneto.
I got Ant-Man.
Oh, ooh. Magneto's crushing.
He is. Yeah, literally. He
would literally just pick him up.
Suit, don't he? Yeah.
Or even if he wasn't made of a metal suit, he would literally like use metal and detect him and just like pick him up and squash him.
I mean, the question is, would he have like a different like plastic suit like Iron Man would have? Because if so, he would go in undetected, climb up his butthole, expand and explode Magneto from the inside out.
He didn't do that with Thanos, so if he's not going to do it with Thanos...
He's like, sorry Thanos, you don't practice the correct hygiene. I am unable to...
I'm unable to produce this.
I am able to climb in there.
Yeah, sorry Ant-Man, Magneto crashed you.
Dude, Magneto's
He's
so
a powerful dude, man.
Yeah, man.
He can take.
Dude's crazy.
All right, so that concludes our names this week of our fight and news this week. Hope you guys enjoy.
All right, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, let us know by giving us a review and a download. Our podcast, Here's in the Moment, is available on all major podcast platforms, so check it out. Speaking of checking it out, we just dropped our Flash movie review, hype, and then our Craven trailer reaction, which will we'll let you know what we think about it. So go ahead to whatever you use, Spotify, Google, Amazon, Apple. Go ahead and check that sucker out. And if you want to stay up to date with all of our news, updates, and announcements, check out our Instagram at Heroes in the Moment.
And we just want to thank y'all for listening. And as always, we love you 3000.